What was your exposure to Hinduism like growing up? I was pretty chilled. My household, my immediate vicinity, my circle, they were pretty chilled. We watched Bollywood movies basically. So my exposure was Anil Kapoor, Amitabh Bachchan. My uncles were massive fans of Amitabh Bachchan, so he even had the Amitabh Bachchan hairstyle and all that. So we used to sing Bollywood songs and all that. And in the 90s, early on, my favorite was anyway. So it was basically Bollywood movies. So no, there was no hatred, as these tunnis like to say that to me. Oh, because you're a Pakistani, that's why you have this inbuilt hatred for Hindus, which I never did. I get it that there is some hatred in certain Pakistani circles for Hindus, but not really, not in my immediate vicinity, not in my circle. And a lot of people, there was no hatred for Hindus per se. The hatred for India the hatred was for Indians, not necessarily for Hindus. This hatred was for India, and that was mainly because of Kashmir, because Pakistanis were told. So I was actually talking to someone yesterday, and they were saying that, Mutalia Pakistan, which is a subject in Pakistan where they just teach you false history of Pakistan. That might be a bigger problem when it comes to India-Pakistan relationships than Islam itself. And I've been thinking about it since yesterday, and I think that guy made a very good point, because Pakistanis' hatred for India is not necessarily because of Hinduism. It's more so because of what they think is, oh, hey, look, Kashmir belongs to us. They've done that. And now, obviously, there's a bit more Hindu element ever since Modi came in. So yeah, yes, you would find odd lines here and there where they would say derogatory things about Hindus, which you don't see those things in Indian textbooks. But I don't think that was the main reason, because Bollywood really, really watered it down. Because I've said it before, like, if your lead actor who happens to be a Hindu, he's dying in a movie, we're all crying. We're like, oh, So it's not like that. So no. So my exposure to Hinduism wasn't bad. We also celebrated the fact that you got Holi, you got Diwali, like all those Hindu festivals were pretty admired. Hinduism was viewed as cool, like these guys dance and all that. So yeah, no, there was no hatred per se, if that's what you wanted to know. Sorry, you're on mute.
Well, my experience has been usually when there is hatred and division over one thing, then you would identify other things that the people you hate have in common, and you add those to the list. So it starts with something else. So if you hate them for something and they also happen to be Hindu, so let's say you hate them for A, but let's say they also have B in common, you add B to the list of the reasons why you hate them.
Yeah, I agree. That's better. So primary issue was Kashmir. Look what they've done to our Muslim brothers in Kashmir. They're evil, blah, blah, blah. And, why did they do it? Because they're Hindus. And then they would say, Hindus are bad. So that's the secondary concern. So I genuinely now I'm thinking, if you could fix Mutalia Pakistan, this bigotry, this false history of Pakistan, what they teach our kids, if you could get rid of that, it might be okay. Hinduism I don't think Hinduism would be that much of an issue. But again, who knows? Because Pakistan is getting more Islamized.
If you could build more economic ties, usually that really helps reduce hate.
Yeah, but we've done that, and then they've taken it back. And
reducing economic ties is actually very dangerous to increasing the hate when you don't need people. This is why when you have people saying not selling to Muslims or not selling to Hindus, this could the best hope that we have is people having economic ties with each other.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Satya, by the way, who's a Hindutva, is saying he's winning brownie points from me. Satya is Hindutva, and constantly supports me at Susanna and Atheist Republic, and Satya is always good for me to be remembered that I shouldn't generalize what I say about Hindutva. This is why it's good that you created this new word, Tunni, because thank you, Satya, for all. Yeah, go.
Hindutva. One of my friends, our common friends, Kushal also called himself Hindutva.
I still hate Hindutva ideology, but I don't. Again, it's
Yeah, of course, it's a
people
religious supremacist. Yeah, it's a religious supremacist, and it's tribalism. So and these guys don't make any
It's kind of
excuses.
like we hate Islam, but we could love some Muslims, many Muslims, right? I
Yeah.
could say that I'm doing that with Hindutva now. I hate Hindutva ideology, but I have Hindutva friends.
Hindutva ideology is we want to make Hindu Rashtra, like Hindu Republic of India.
Yes.
That's what they want to do. So of course we can't. Us as radical atheists, we can never support it.
Yeah. We have atheists, Indian atheists, who support that, saying that because we don't see any road for India's enlightenment, we will support the next best thing to save India from becoming Islam.
That's a very defeatist attitude.
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah, you guys, you're not giving India enough credit. Okay, nations have become enlightened. Look at the Enlightenment age; it happened so much faster than anybody could have predicted. Right? Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.